Hey there folks, and welcome back to Space Engineers Survival Exploration Mode, Episode 7 already. Alright, well, as you know, last episode, while I was editing last episode, I realized that our scan mod is indeed working, and energy low, no it's not. I just screwed up. Instead of setting the antenna distance to, what is it? Well, now it's set to 50,000 meters, but it was set to 2,000 meters. Oh yeah, so it is this one that's on. It should be set to 20,000. It's just weird that this is an exponential scale instead of an equidistant scale or a linear scale. I thought that, this would be around 20,000 because the maximum radius is 50,000, but apparently not, so. Also, I can just, control click on it and do 20,000. That works too. Probably should have done that to begin with. There we go, 20,000. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do our scan mod. There should be probably one in our vicinity, and there is. It's 19,000 meters away, though, with an elevation of 73 degrees and an azimuth of -128, which means it's almost directly behind us, actually. Behind us and up. Well, let's take a look. There's a military mine layer off in the distance, so -128 degrees. This is about -90 right here. -128 is going to be about right about here actually. And elevation of 70 degrees up is almost 90 degrees. So here-ish maybe. Let's take a look and look at that scan one more time. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. There we go. Scam. Yes, this is a scam. There we go. So elevation 29 degrees more upwards and a little bit to the right actually. So a little bit to the right. So it's actually going to be probably right there next to that asteroid. I don't think it's going to be on that asteroid. Okay, so elevation another 18 degrees up. So even further up actually, and a little bit that direction. I wonder if that's it right there maybe? I don't know if you guys can see that small little flickering pixel. I guess we'll find out. So, elevation, oh yeah, that's definitely got to be something. Alright, well, we're going to head off slowly this time because last time our piston glitched out and broke through our wall and destroyed our gravity generator, which is unfortunate in many, many ways. So we're actually probably going to have to make a new exploration ship until they fix this bug. It'll be a small one, but a fast one, and it won't have any pistons on it that will break, so there we go. I think the piston is not glitching out right now, so I think this is a good speed. Maybe go a little bit faster. Let's see here. How are we doing as far as the scan goes? Stationary and large. 17,000 meters away. We'll still be within 50,000 meters of home base, which we will be doing some work to later. I have the whole thing planned out in my head as to what we're going to be doing. There's certainly some stuff over there. And well, I don't think you're going to be able to see it yet. Anyhow, so our home base is going to be pretty cool. We're going to have a drone control center. We're going to have the refinery area, which we already made. We're going to have more landing bays. We're going to have a solar farm so we don't have to run off of nuclear power. Kind of like our first base in the Space Engineers survival mode. And then we're also going to put a medical area, probably a Gatling gun control tower. Also, let's look at the scan. We're probably getting pretty close by now. 14,000, no, we're still a ways away. Faster! Alright. I don't want to go too fast, like I said before, because of, well, bugs. Alright, let's see here. We are going to need lots of solar cells. This is still refining our uranium, which we have plenty of. Very nice. Uranium in our reactors are doing well. However, one thing we're going to want to do is go to the control panel. We're going to want to turn off our Gatling turrets. Okay, they're off. What about the missile turrets? Because if they spot the enemy or the floating derelict ship before us, it'll probably blow it up. So, yeah, it's good that they're set off right now. Ooh. It's weird that it says energy low. I'm guessing that has something to do with the batteries that we put into place. Yeah, that's got to be it. I mean, we have so many nuclear reactors and our power usage is only at 0.59%. Alright, gotta make sure we don't get too far away from home base before we lay another little beacon station, which we'll have floating off in space. They'll be solar powered as well. They'll just be a little beacon, and we'll probably label our beacons so we can find our way back to home base if we just stumble across a beacon and we can't find our actual home base. But that's going to be further in the future when we actually have to go... Ooh, there's another one, but this one's further away. It's actually in the same general vicinity. So let's change our azimuth. It needs to be another 4 degrees this way, I think. That's probably 1 or 2 degrees. 4 degrees is about there. Let's scan one more time. Ooh, and we're coming across even more. Elevation's down. Azimuth is over a little bit. Is that it? That little orange dot? I wonder if we're even going to be able to take this back with us. It might not be able to fit inside of our ship. Well, that's definitely it, I think. It's got to be it. Yeah. Get that in our crosshairs. That's got to be the thing that we're flying towards. Let's do the scan one more time to see how close we are. 4,000 meters. We're getting pretty close. And our piston's not glitching out, so I guess we're going to have to fly with our hangar bay open. You know, worse things could happen, but still would be nice if they fixed that. Alright, we're getting probably really close. Actually, that might still be an asteroid. I think that's far too big to be a ship. But I'm guessing whatever it is over by these asteroids. Okay, let's slow down a little bit. Let's turn our inertial dampeners on. We're going to slow down. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to production and make ourselves, assuming this is going to be a small ship, even though it says large ship, I'm going to see if we can make landing gear. No, we don't have any nickel. Because we're going to want to be able to take this back with us, so we're going to have to put a landing gear on it. Now let's take a look at that scan one more time. So elevation up and over a little bit. Up and over. Is that it, that little flickering thing? Let's take a look at that scan one more time. Yep, that's it. Stationary large, stationary large, stationary large, stationary large. Lots of stationary large objects. But we're going to go back to home base after this. Maybe later we'll go off on an adventure. Maybe we'll make a ship that's dedicated just to harvesting these things, whatever they are. And I'm not sure, they might be trapped, they might not be trapped, so we're going to have to be wary of any explosives on board, but luckily we have a medical room on this ship that we can respawn at, so it's not going to be too terrible if something like that happens. And yeah, that's certainly a ship right there. Pretty cool looking one at that. Oh my god, slow down, slow down, slow down! Oh my god, that was close. Well, let's turn this juggernaut around. Excuse me. Oh, this thing takes so long to turn. And we're going to... Looks like it's a small ship. It's got the small cockpit on it. Looks like it's in an X shape. Like an X-wing, perhaps, except... Looks nothing like one. Alright, let's get a little bit closer. We'll inspect it. We should bring some uranium with us, because I'm not sure if it's going to have any power on board. Alright, let's exit the ship. That's right, there's no gravity on this because of derpy glitch. Alright, well, let's go through here. Grab some of the uranium that's refining. Come on. There we go. Because it's a small ship, we won't need much. We'll grab 10 is going to be more than adequate. Well, actually, let's just grab it all because we're going to put the rest in our other containers. So we have 47. We'll put 37 inside of here. 37.5, I think that was. Close enough. Yeah, close enough. Alright. Let's... Come on, fatty, you can make it. Alright, there we go. And here it is. This is pretty cool looking. This is obviously the back end of this ship. Oh, there's a landing gear on it. Awesome. So we don't have to make one. Let's rotate ourselves correctly. Oh, this is a fighter ship. Sweet. It's a pretty awesome looking one at that. It's got 4 Gatling turrets, or Gatling cannons, and it has 4 missile launchers. Sweet. Looks like it's going to be pretty maneuverable too because it has quite a few rocket engines. One thing that it does not have is it does not have connectors going to the Gatling turrets to feed them ammunition, which is okay considering how many guns it has. Also, it might need to be reinforced a little bit. Actually, maybe it is. Can I access that? No, I can't. Well, let me see what happens when I put uranium in. Oh, actually, the nuclear reactor's right here. Oh, and there's a lot of uranium in it. Holy Jesus, 53? And here I was worried about 10. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I could probably literally take uranium out of this and put it in to that ship and be just fine. However, let's turn this thing on. Let us transfer flight systems. Sweet. This is the SA-23 blue one. Interesting. Let's take all of this stuff, transfer it to me. That way none of our stuff shoots at it. Also flight systems, transfer to me. Okay, good. The battery, we'll do recharge on that one. So let's recharge when stored power is on, or power is 0, so it's, okay. Actually, let's not do the recharge thing. However, let's have some fun. Let's fly around with this guy. It's, okay, so it's not as quick as I thought it would be, but it's still decent. Turn our inertial dampers on. Maybe that's why it didn't feel quite right. It's a really nice ship. I think it'd be very, very fragile, but this thing, let's we have lots of bullets. Let's shoot some things. Preferably not our spaceship. In fact, we'll do that when we get back to our home base, which is 30,000 meters away. Oh man. Boom boom. Alright, that did no damage at all, because those hangar doors are pretty resilient. Okay, well, let's go in here. We will turn off the ship when we get it docked. Okay, so this ship is a lot bigger than our drones, because it definitely does not fit as well. Well, we're gonna lock the gear, turn off the ship, and here we are. We didn't really damage anything, did we? No. Didn't think so. That was a light little bumping. Yeah, none of the panels are even dented. Sweet! Sweet! Yes. So much yes. We're gonna have fun with that. Especially when they add NPCs into the game. And even if they don't, we're gonna have fun with it. Alright. That's hangar door. Actually, no, that's right. We want to keep that open because of reasons. Alright, time to head back to base. And let's go back to our flight seat. There's one thing I do want to do is not the hangar doors, interior turrets. We're going to find all of the doors and link them to a group, because I just want to be able to close all of the doors all at once, wherever they may be hiding. Doors. There we go. Block group. Doors. Save, and we're going to close all the doors. Close them. Alright. That way, if I have open doors, they can be closed easily without me having to, you know, go through each individual door and close them. And yet the hangar bay stays open because it's not technically a door. Alright. Well, we're going to head back to our main base. In fact, I might just cut to the point where we're there unless something interesting happens, like our hangar door flies off or something. So I'll see you guys back when we are there. Alright folks, and we're getting a lot closer back to our home base. That asteroid right there is it. And yes, I do very much like this view. Nice cockpit. Good visibility. However, it does look like we're looking over the hood of a Cadillac. This thing is a massive, massive front part of the ship that you have to look over. Oh well. I'm still wondering what those colored dots are off in the distance. Those appear every once in a while, and I'm not sure what they are. We should probably turn on our inertial dampeners because we're getting pretty close to our home base. Slowing down very slightly. Alright, now we can probably turn the speed back up a little bit, as long as we're not going to hit the asteroid. And the fighter ship we're probably not going to take with us. We're probably going to want some sort of defenses at our home base, because right now we don't have any defenses. It's like some sort of lights just flickering. Shenanigans. There's somebody out there. Anyhow. Alright. I don't know. And when we get back to our home base, I'm going to show you the layout for what I want to do with our home base. Alright, and we're getting there. Let's I think maybe next episode's going to be maybe a montage episode. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it up to you guys, see what you guys want to do. If we are going to make it a building episode, mining episode, exploration episode, I'll leave it up to you guys. Alright, let's slow down. Oh man, we are going really fast. Okay. Inertial dampeners are on. Alright, we're getting closer. Okay, well, I think I'm going to park it like this so I can leave the connectors easily accessible to our building adventures, so I don't even have to get into the ship to build stuff. However, oh yeah, I don't have to turn off my gravity generator. It won't interact with it because I don't have one. That's right. Silly me. Alright. Let's get a little bit closer. It's going to be closer than it was before, so that'll be nice. And we're going to stay with the same idea that we had before with the base building up rather than out. Well, kind of, sort of. It's going to be a little bit of both, really. Okay, well, let's head on down here. We're going to turn on our newly acquired craft. We're going to turn this guy on. Energy's not critical. Let's get this off. We're going to switch to something that won't blow our entire ship up. So, no. How about 9? There we go. Uh-oh, no. Turn that back on. So 9 is a button that does exactly the same thing as the buttons on our ships do. They turn all the flight systems off. Alright, can we make it through? Oh, God, no we can't. No we can't. Oh, we're gonna get crushed. Oh, dang it. We did get crushed. Well, what broke off? Oh, nothing really. Oh, one of our Gatling cannons. Oh well, that's not going to be hard to fix. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the door right now because the ship's a bit too big to fit through it. So I'm going to toggle the block off right now. It's going to stay open. Well, something like that had to happen. After all, you are watching me. Oh, wow. Alright. What is it? This way? Where are you, asteroid? There you are. I'm going to park you on our landing pad that we made. Okay. Let's park you over here. And then we'll turn the flight systems off. There we go. Are we in proximity yet? There we go. We're going to turn you like that. And there we go. Sweet. So we do... Oh, that's right. I turned the gravity off over here because we were going off on an adventure and I didn't want to waste power. So let's go turn the gravity generator back on. Tackle block on. There we go. Sweet. Alright. So there is our newly prized possession. Let me fix some of these damaged blocks that, well, got damaged when I did my stupid thing. Oh, so it looks like everything is connected via cargo container and connector. In fact, let's take a look and see what's inside. Okay, nothing right now, but it's good to know that they are connected via cargo container and conveyors. So I can feed them through that, and they will automatically distribute the ammunition. Okay, so maybe breaking off that one part wasn't the worst thing in the world that could have happened, because we found out a little bit more about how our ship works that we just acquired. Okay, and back to explaining what we're going to be building here. So this is going to be our refining and assembling area. The roof is going to be right here. It's going to be level with... Here, let me just bring out a block so I can show you. It's going to be right there. And we're going to... Or maybe actually be right here, but we're going to have a collector up top, or a connector. Probably a collector, actually. Not many people use collectors, but I actually like them. They're quite nice. Anyhow, this is going to be our refinery area. And then there's going to be a small little hallway that'll go over here to another area, which is going to be on stilts, just like that. And over here is going to be where we're going to have our medical area. First is going to be one floor of cargo containers, then one floor up is going to be the medical area, with maybe we'll add some mods so we can put in some TVs and beds and whatnot. And then one above that is going to be the drone control center, so we don't always have to have that ship with us to mine with drones over here. Also, we could have some defense drones. And then one above that, well, also in that drone control center, you're also going to be able to control the Gatling turrets and missile turrets that are going to be scattered around the station and around the asteroid to defend ourselves against things that might be out there, such as you, but you're not that scary. I'm actually concerned about actual people. Nobody's on. Okay. And then one above that, one above the drone control center is going to be the actual control center with a piloting seat and a good view above everything so we can see everything, and it's going to have an antenna and good stuff like that. I'll probably have some backup systems like, uh-oh, that's strange. What? Okay. What? I don't remember dropping that. In fact, I don't remember, you know, having that at all. Whatever, more power to us, I guess. I guess we'll just drop these in here and call it an episode. Thank you folks for watching. That'll be it for this episode. See you folks next time.